Fam, it's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix 101.5. Brian making moves right now as his alter ego, the Carpool Casanova. Some of you might see him at a stoplight or on US 1 and be like, why is he dressed in all pink? Who is this man?
That's a Casanova
dressed
sighting.
In all pink. It's the Carpool Casanova. Don't worry about it. If there's a Casanova spotting, you be sure to let us know. Okay?
Yes, take a picture.
In the meantime, have a great Mother's Day weekend, and for you, Sarah, I'm so grateful that I get to work with you every single day, and so happy that Luca gets to have you as a mom.
Oh well, I am grateful to have him as a son,
and I'm grateful that my mom is my mom, and I'm also so grateful that my wife is Sophia and Leo's mom, and this Mother's Day hit so different for me after everything that we've been through this year. And I just wanted to take a moment and just really wish my wife a terrific Mother's Day weekend. And it started with an aneurysm that we found out about back in January, and then she had a procedure to help get it taken care of. And then that ended up being a couple strokes that she's still figuring out. She told me something yesterday that hit so hard, and she said, physically, I don't look too bad. And she still can't feel on the left side of her body, which is driving her crazy.
I'm sure it is.
Still the tingliness and just different things that come along with that. Plus postpartum stuff now after having Leo 7 weeks ago. Just a lot of stuff.
Her poor little body.
But she said something, and I think you've mentioned the mental load before, but she said the invisible load of all of this, because when people see her, they'll be like, she doesn't look too bad.
Right.
But they have no idea what she's experienced behind the scenes or what she just faces every day.
Yeah.
And I am so proud, Sarah, as a husband, of her. She tries so hard, and she shows up every single day, and she really doesn't complain. She could complain all day long if she wanted to with the situation she faces. But she's taking care of our kids. She's, breastfeeding. She's pumping. She's showing up to take care of Leo. She's taking care of Sophia, getting her ready for school a couple days a week, all while she's trying to figure out what her body might look like.
Yeah.
And it's really an amazing thing. And, we started this year with what I told you, but also with what one of the doctors told us that day. And it's a quote that I will never remember. I screwed this up already. I already didn't remember.
Okay. That's okay. Keep going.
It's so me to say something like that in that moment.
I'll never remember this as I tell you.
Say something I will always remember, and that was them saying 2 lives were saved that day back in January.
That's
and
right.
That was my wife's life and Leo's life. And, man, I'm so lucky to have both of them still here. I can't imagine if my little buddy Leo wasn't. This morning I'm up at 4 o'clock feeding him, and he's now to the point where he can lock his eyes on you, right? The first week it's a little wobbly. Where am I looking, Dad?
Yeah.
But he can lock eyes on you, and he was looking at me this morning, just staring at me as he's milk drunk, trying to figure out his life at 4 o'clock. Also trying to figure out my life at 4 o'clock in the morning, too.
Dad, this is the best.
We're doing the best we can in that moment. But he's, he's being fed, and then he just looks at me, and he just holds his stare for 10 seconds.
Oh, bud.
And I'm thinking, man, I'm so glad that I get to have this, and I get to have him. And I'm so glad and grateful that I get to have my wife here. And it's just been a wild start to the year. And that's an understatement for what we've experienced, in particular my wife. But I wanted to take a moment and recognize her for the mom that she is, really just always showing up for her kids and Leo and Sophia, even though she's mentally and physically battling her own things. She's doing everything she can to make sure she's showing up for her kids. And it really is just the most amazing thing. It really is the most amazing thing. And as this year goes along, as I'm talking about it now for those who are curious, because I haven't kind of done this update type thing in a while, she'll probably be starting OT and physical therapy again soon because she's still kind of feeling better from delivering a baby.
Giving birth, which is a mountain
ago.
in and of itself.
And so we'll get back to that soon to get her kind of back on track, and separately just hoping that she gets feeling back as the year goes on, and she feels like a better version of herself, or as close as she can be to how she felt before all of this happened. But I love you, Sarah. You, Sarah, in studio, and my wife, Sarah.
No, we're talking about your wife, Sarah. We are not married, and this is not about me.
As I'm looking at you.
Right.
But to my wife, I don't know if she's listening now or not because she's taking care of the kids at home right now. But I love her dearly because every single day she's showing up with her own things that she's trying to figure out and doing the absolute best that she can to make sure our son Leo and our daughter Sophia are taken care of. And so wanted to recognize her in this moment. And for everybody else listening right now that has your own thing that you might be going through or dealing with, the best piece of advice I can give you, and it's such simple advice. We've all heard this forever. We are just simply trying to show up and be the best we can be in whatever that particular moment is in front of us. We really try not to get consumed by everything at the same time.
Right.
Although that's
easy.
Time. We really just try to show up to that moment in front of us, and I think that has helped. But what else can you do? So much love to my wife, dealing with all of it to start the first 5 months of the year. So thank you for your guys' support, and wanted to share that.
We love you.
If you have your own person that you want to recognize, give love to this Mother's Day weekend, obviously you're welcome to. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah on Mix 101.5.